In the heart of old Tunis, where tales fly with the wind and walls remember secrets, lived a poor widow known as Grasshopper. She lived alone and worked from dawn to dusk spinning wool into clothes to sell at the market. As winter approached, she scraped together a quarter dinar to buy coal, but couldn't carry it home herself. She asked one porter after another, but all turned her down, saying her money was too little, until she found one old man still idle, sitting by the wall. "I'll carry it," he said kindly. He hoisted the sack onto his back and followed her home, his steps echoing in the narrow street. Once inside, she offered him water and asked, "What's your name, old man?" He said, "They call me Sparrow." She smiled and said, "I'm Grasshopper. Do you have a family, Sparrow?" "No," he answered, "I'm alone." "Well," she said softly, "how about marrying me so we can share life's burdens together?" "But I have nothing," Sparrow replied. "I can barely feed myself." "I'm not asking for riches," she said, "just company." And so they wed. Witnesses came, blessings were spoken, and Sparrow and Grasshopper became husband and wife. The next morning, Sparrow grabbed his coat and said, "I'm off to find work." But Grasshopper stopped him. "No more back-breaking porter work," she said. "Try something easier, something cleverer." "Like what?" he asked. "Be a seer," she declared. "Sit in the square, throw some sand, and pretend you know things." And so, Sparrow sat in the square with a pile of sand and a strand of beads, pretending to divine secrets. That's when Father Turkey, a rich merchant, appeared. "My ship sails from Beirut through a storm. Will it reach Tunis?" Sparrow's heart pounded, but he muttered nonsense, spun his beads and declared, "It will arrive safely." The next day, the ship arrived unharmed. Baba Turkey returned, overjoyed, and handed Sparrow 100 dinars. Sparrow raced home yelling, "Grasshopper, cook us a feast, we're rich!" She laid the table, and they danced. "See," she said, "being a seer suits you." Soon, rumors of Sparrow's powers reached the palace. The Sultan himself wanted to see this miracle man. Just then, disaster struck. Sultan's royal ring went missing. "Find the seer," the Sultan ordered. "Let him tell me where my ring has gone." Sparrow was dragged to the palace, his legs trembling, mumbling curses at Grasshopper the whole way. But luck was with him. The real thief, a frightened maid, returned the ring secretly to spare herself. She sent a noblewoman with the ring and 1,000 dinars, begging Sparrow to stay silent. Sparrow returned to the Sultan with the ring. "Already?" the Sultan asked. "But you wanted 3 days," Sparrow replied. "When you sleep, I stay awake," Sparrow replied. "For your peace, I search even in the night." The Sultan clapped. "Reward him 10,000 dinars." At home, Sparrow and Grasshopper celebrated with psalm and couscous and dreams of a soft life. But a visiting Sultan challenged him. "If he's so wise, tell us what's inside my ship." Sparrow was summoned again, sweat on his brow, heart racing. He sighed, then spoke. "The first was honey, the second butter, but this one, tar and oil." The visiting Sultan gasped. It was exactly right. He gave Sparrow 30,000 dinars. One day in the palace garden, the Sultan caught a sparrow flying after a grasshopper. He smiled. "Let's play a trick," he said. "Let's see if Sparrow can guess what's in my pocket." That evening, Sparrow was summoned again. "What's in my pocket?" the Sultan asked smugly. Sparrow sighed, closed his eyes, and said, "The grasshopper fled, and the sparrow was caught." The Sultan burst into laughter. In his pocket was indeed the very same sparrow. 10,000 more, he shouted. "You are the sage of the century." That night, Sparrow whispered to Grasshopper, "Let's leave now, before the next test ends my luck." They left the city quietly, settling in a small village under fig trees, where no one knew their names. And so they lived, poor in truth, rich in wit, and wise enough to quit well ahead.